Welcome back to the news at 10. 4 companies allegedly associated with the former governor of Enugu State, Chimaroke Namani, have pleaded guilty to a 10-count amended charge preferred against them by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission at the Federal High Court, Lagos, presided over by Justice Mohammed Yunusa. The companies are Rainbow Net Nigeria Limited, Cosmos FM, Capital City Automobile Nigeria Limited, and Renaissance University Teaching Hospital. The companies are alleged to have failed to comply with lawful inquiry made by the Commission. At today's sitting, counsel to the companies, Ricky Tafar, pleaded guilty to the 10-count charge when it was read to him. In view of his plea, the prosecuting counsel, Kelvin Ozozie, asked the court to fix a date for proof and review of facts and for sentencing. Justice Yunusa consequently adjourned proceedings to May 27, 2015. The Attorney General of the Federation, Mohammed Adoke, has directed the Chief Justice of the Attorney General, Chief Justice, of Bayelsa State, to swear in the River State Governor-elect, Nyesom Wike, as a result of the existing vacuum in the office of the Chief Judge of River State and President of the Customary Court there. According to a press release signed by the Attorney General, the directive has become important to avert a likely constitutional crisis in Rivers State on May 29th, when the governor-elect is expected to be sworn in. He adds that his directive is in accordance with Section 185, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Adoke is also asking the government and people of Rivers State to take note of this development and appreciate the fact that the invitation extended to the Chief Judge of Bayelsa State to administer the oath of allegiance and oath of office on the governor-elect of Rivers State is in accordance with the Constitution and should therefore be respected by all and sundry. A communal clash between men believed to be commercial motorcyclists and local council level collectors in Kano area of Ilamoshe community, Okeafa in Ijibu local government area of Lagos, has left property destroyed. And when our correspondents visited the scene today, men of the Nigeria Police Force were taking over the neighborhood to prevent the situation from escalating. But destruction there gives an idea of the level of damage.
Alaja Kudirat at Denekon Street in Ilamoshe Estate, Okeafa, in Ijibo area of Lagos State, deserted. Shops under lock and key, with little sign of life in the neighborhood. What catches attention are the presence of the officers and men of the Nigerian Police Force, pockets of youths from the community, and the wanton destruction left behind by men who laid siege on the neighborhood on Monday and early Tuesday morning.
Both their union, they are fighting. What concerns the community there? They now came to around, be destroy people's property.
When they came, we were here. So as far as we are the youth in the community, yeah. So we calm them down that we don't want to fight with them. That what is the problem? They are saying that they are fighting with union. So now we calm our youth down. You understand? So, but a couple of hours, they took up as if we are the union. So they now start fighting us.
Different accounts of the clash and reasons for it. But one point stands out, a disagreement over levies. Residents in the estate insist they do not want the commercial motorcyclists in their community.
And this is not the first time they've actually, embarked on such or mayhem. We don't understand what they want. And we don't really care what they want. We just don't want them here in our community. They are riders, and you can see the dual carriageway. The law stipulates that Okada are not allowed on this kind of roads.
They block our roads, they come in droves, and they are practically they have no control over them. Most of the people that are here controlling the other Okadas have no control here.
Having put the situation under control, the Nigerian Police Force Lagos Command says it is ready to work with the residents on how to better secure the community.
We don't have any record of life lost. The information at our disposal indicates that there is disagreement between the Okada riders and the union over toll and the levies they're supposed to collect. We understand there was an increment which the Okada riders are contesting. And if anybody is a commercial bike rider, there are rules and regulations that person must obey. And these rules are no respecter of persons. We are interested in keeping our neighborhoods safe. We will encourage residents of different neighborhoods always to avail us of credible information, actionable intelligence, with which will help to secure the neighborhoods.
For now, the command says this detachment of the force will remain in the community to ensure the security of lives and property, and until investigations into the matter are concluded. Henry Ogunjimi, Channels Television News.
Some Nigerians have called on the federal government to completely remove the fuel subsidy since the product now sells above the approved pump price. Those who made the call believe that the money can be diverted to other uses, as motorists are not enjoying benefits of the subsidy. Channels Television monitored the situation in Kwara and Nasarawa states, both in the north-central part of the country, and found out that the fuel scarcity is biting hard in these areas.
Fuel queues have remained a common sight in Nigeria for months now, owing to the scarcity of premium motor spirit, one of the byproducts of crude oil, for which Nigeria is the 6th largest producer in the world. Despite this position, Nigerians are in a dire situation of lack, as motorists spend productive hours just to buy the product. While some motorists complain about the non-availability of the product, others complain about the high cost.
The way I bought it today was 118 naira per liter, and it really affected me because I was supposed to buy at least 5 liters. Because of financial problem, I could not be able to buy the 5 liters. I bought only about 3 liters.
The economic of the country is damn too low, and the way we are getting fuel at a very high cost is very, very bad.
Only the NNPC mega station in Lafia, Nasarawa State, is selling at the approved price of 87 naira per liter.
We are the only station that are selling 87 naira. So we have to have a minimal queue. It's not that we are having much queue, but we have, because if you can see, our pump are much. So if even though 10 cars can enter, we serve them at once. It's not that we are having much scarcity as people, but we are having customers. Because we are the only station that satisfies people in Nasarawa State here, Lafia.
The management of a private fuel station in the state declined to comment on why they are selling above the government-regulated price. It's a similar situation in Ilorin, the capital of Kwara State. The state chairman of the Independent Petroleum Marketers blamed the shortage on the non-pumping of fuel to the Ilorin depot.
Once we are not loading in Ilorin, that one has pronounced fuel scarcity. So that is the first thing. And what's led to that, first and foremost, is we heard from the NNPC officials there were line breakages between Mosimi and Ibadan. If Mosimi doesn't have fuel or Ibadan doesn't have fuel, definitely Ilorin Depot will not have fuel.
Left to me, I would have loved that this subsidy be removed. And the whole, all this hulabaloo about fuel scarcity will just be over once and for all. The same NLC people, members, that are fighting against the removal of the fuel subsidy, they are equally coming here to buy the fuel. So what is the argument? It doesn't make sense.
Me, I will succumb to that for the removal of subsidy. If the federal government can use the money to provide social amenities for us, if the money is going to go to be siphoned for any other means.
While the queues persist, motorists want the incoming government to give priority to the issue and find a lasting solution.
First Bank. You first.
Welcome to Business News. Central Bank of Nigeria today kept headline interest rates unchanged at 13%, but harmonized the cash reserve ratios for both public and private sector deposits at 31%, the first of such move in recent times. At the end of its two-day monetary policy meeting, The financial regulator loosened its cash reserve ratios for the first time since 2014, when the regulator began systematic monetary policy tightening rounds that includes the foreign exchange market. Last year, the regulator jacked up reserve ratio on public sector funds to a record 75% and private sector deposit fixed at 20%. Today, the Emefiele-led central bank slashed public sector reserve ratio to 31% and raised private sector funds reserve requirements to 31%. With the latest reserve ratio easing, some analysts estimate a total of about 500 billion naira will be released to all commercial banks with immediate effect. Investment inflows into the Nigerian economy declined by 31.58% to $2.67 billion. That's from $3.90 billion. The NBS report also projects portfolio investment as the largest of all investment types, totaling $1.86 billion in the first quarter of this year. Accountants have been advised to integrate technology in their operations for a paradigm shift in the profession. And this charge was given at the Golden Jubilee Lecture of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria in Lagos, where a historic book of the body was also launched. Channels television correspondent Temple Ashaju reports.
Financial functions are incomplete in an organization without an accountant. If that's true, then the legacies of these accountants present at this 50th anniversary lecture of the Chartered Institute of Accountants of Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. The forum kicked off with the veteran members dropping lines of goodwill in commemoration of the Institute's 5 decades of existence.
I want all members of ICANN to look at ICANN's creed, to memorize line by line what is written there, and to act in accordance with what is required under this ICANN creed.
The question is, how do we secure the future? It is a collective effort. If we are going through some pangs of pain right now, it is what we do that will shape the future.
And then, a book on the historical milestones of the Institute, titled Indelible Footprints, is launched.
On the 50th anniversary,
A keynote address is delivered on ICANN's role in economic leadership by a divisional president of MasterCard, Daniel Monehi. He anchored his speech on the need for ICANN to be technologically relevant.
An institute that shapes the future is where technology is not the name of a department. The technology is a way of comportment and of engagement. Ladies and gentlemen, technology will determine the next 50 years of ICANN's future. Hopefully for good and not for bad, because the rate of change that's happening outside, it's so fast.
Over the years, ICANN has survived several peaks and valleys. But for the 50th president of the Institute, Chidi Ajegbu, the future of ICANN is brighter with sustainable certification standards.
The key thing is that we must make sure that irrespective of the fall in standard of education in the country, we must invest in making sure that members, our people who pass through us, are able to hold their own anywhere, any day, and that's it.
ICANN currently has over 50 district societies across the globe. With more than 40,000 membership base, the body is affiliated with the International Federation of Accountants. Temple Ashaju, Channels Business News.
The bullish trend at the Nigerian equities market was broken today as the all-share index came in at 34,706.93, losing about 21%. Christy Kolpopola gives us the detail.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Nigeria's equities market broke its bullish trend after 4 consecutive gains, closing red down 0.21%, bringing the all-share index to 34,706.93. It is mixed sentiment on the gainers list as we see Nestle top charts with a 4 naira 2 kobo gain, followed by Better Glass with a 3 naira 38 kobo gain. We also see gainers shares appreciate 1 naira 50 kobo. Now, on the decliners table, we also see mixed sentiments as Total shed 6 naira 39 kobo. Nigeria Breweries in the consumer goods sector shed 2 naira 99 kobo, while WAPCO shed 2 naira and 3 kobo. Now, on the volumes chart, UBA retains its position from the previous trade, selling just over 48 million shares. Transcorp sold 36 million, 0.5, while Unity Bank sold 28 million. In total, just over 357 million shares valued at 4 billion naira were traded in 4,700 deals. And that's the stock market report. I am Christy Cole Bukwola.
Thanks a lot, Christy Cole. And now to the oil market. Prices inched lower today as slow markets remained oversupplied, while U.S. prices were bolstered by rising demand ahead of the summer driving season. Brent crude futures were down 8 cents at $66.19 per barrel, while after losing nearly 1% on Monday on near-record Saudi exports. U.S. crude prices, however, edged up, supported by rising demand. Ahead of the Memorial Day weekend, WTI futures were at $59.52 a barrel. Well, that's it on Business News. I'm Anne Umawado. We'll take a quick look at the global market figures for now. Amarachi will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
Next on the news at 10, residents in Ramadi say IS militants are setting up defense positions and laying landmines to strengthen their hold on the captured Iraqi city. Please stay with us.